Alrighty. Time to try something new. This is interesting. I'm so hoping this works. Should we have a little bit of a look, shall we? Should we have a little bit of a looky? Alrighty, boys and girls, good evening. Welcome in. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever it be, wherever you be. It's time to play the last Epoch. Now, I'm hoping this is all updated and it works and it's good and it's 1.0 and we can go live. It was meant to go live about 15 minutes ago. I'm late. I know I'm late, but we got the old Mango Loco on the go. What could possibly go wrong? That's the theory. That's the theory at least. Well, one thing could be that it doesn't load. Hello. Still says beta. Still says beta. Doesn't say 1.0. Should it say 1.0? Should we? Is this okay? There was a little thing about downtime up the top here. Why has it not updated? Why has Steam not updated it? How do we get Steam to update it? Update. Go. Keep updated. Go. Do it. Do all of it. I have all of the internet. Do it. Try restarting Steam if it doesn't update. Restart Steam, we say. Exit get. What a start to the stream, boys and girls. What a start. Exit game, restart Steam. We can do that. We can do that. Oh my god, so much stuff running. That's exit Steam. Go away, Steam. Come back again in a minute. Steam. Let's keep all fingers, toes, all limbs, all everything crossed, shall we? This will go smoothly. I found out, right? Some of you who are watching over on Team YouTube would have seen the thumbnail. And obviously the title is All the Squirrels. I found out. I accidentally stumbled across the fact that there's a squirrel build. I was like, I'm all over that like a rash. That sounds a lot like me. I want an army of squirrels to go do squirrel things. Yes, I do. Last Epoch doing stuff. Go. Starting download. Do all the downloads. Faster now. 6 gig. Oh, that won't take more than a minute. That's fine. We're all good. We might be saved. I think we're saved. Let's get some tunes on in the background while we do this. Okay. I'm excited for this. After Diablo 4 being such an unbelievable floposaurus, I'm kind of interested to find something that will scratch my ARPG itch. And from what I've seen, the crafting in this is quite clever, which is also right down my alley. So if this ends up being good, it's going to be very nice. I'm hoping while I'm downloading this that this doesn't cause too much lag on the stream. I luckily have all the internet, so it really shouldn't make any difference, but technology is technology. I've heard good things about this last Epoch. A few people recommended it to me. I didn't go into too much detail at it first. One question I do have, though, should we do hardcore? Should we do it? Should we do hardcore solo self-found? If we're going to play it, should we just play it, you know? Do it properly. I think if we're going to do it, we probably should do it properly, shouldn't we? It is going to scare the shit out of me because I don't particularly enjoy playing hardcore because it's stressful. One death and it's like GG. But your character apparently gets ported to softcore if you die anyway, so it won't be the end of the world. There's 100 levels, I believe, a bunch of classes, and yet more subclasses. So this could be fun. Hang on. This is new. Hey, the zombie face. The cam filters are working. Look. The question is God damn, do I hope they turn themselves off automatically? I think, yeah, they do turn themselves off automatically. Right. Do we have game sound? We do have subtle game sound in the background. Good, 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 good. 12 minutes left on my update. Stupid slow internet. Yeah, luckily I have all of the internet. I even found out the other day that I don't even have the fastest internet that they offer, which surprised me greatly. I've got gigabyte internet up and down, and I thought that was the fastest they did, but you stole my internet. That explains it. Yeah, I found out that they even do 2 gig nowadays. My network is Cat 6 throughout the entire home, so I could push it. Can't go ridiculous because I've not set up 10 gig network switches yet, but that might be on the cards in the next few years. Anyway, we talked tech stuff this morning. Right, EU West, that sounds sensible. 34 ms, it'll do. English, play online. Go. Select a class. It doesn't. Well, I'm guessing it's this. I should have paid a little bit more attention to how we get squirrel build, but it's gonna be this one, isn't it? Primalist, then into Beastmaster. A warrior who takes command of the might of beasts, leading by example with strength and power, he charges forward, the ferocity of his companions infusing his body, the heart of the wild beats within him, fury leading the way. Summon raptors, summon bears, summon saber-tooths, summon frenzy totems, and summon scorpions. There's a way to get squirrels, and I haven't figured out how we get squirrels, but there's a way to get squirrels, and I'm going to get squirrels. Mantheus, Primalist, going into Beastmaster, let's go. Is there an option to choose what game mode? Oh, okay. Game mode, hardcore. Solo account found? Solo character found. Oh, so, what? This character will not be able to party with nor obtain items found by other players, but shares the same stash and materials with other solo account found. This character will not be able to party with nor obtain items found by other players. This includes items you find on other solo character, even if they share the game mode and cycle. Okay, this is hardcore as hardcore gets then. Hardcore, boom. Right, we are not going to die, boys and girls. We are not going to die. I refuse. Cycle 1.0, I guess that's what we do. Okay, right, yeah. Fresh start, new environment, leaderboards are reset. Cycle characters are moved to Legacy Realms when the cycle ends. Cycles typically last around 3 to 4 months. Ha! As if we're going to last 3 to 4 months without dying. As if. I would be amazed if we get to the end of the stream without dying, if I'm going to be brutally honest. But let's have a crack at this. Let's do it. I don't usually play hardcore, but for the lols, right? 3 to 4 minutes tops. Do we go, if we're going to do this, let's go solo character found hardcore. There's your terminologies. Solo character found hardcore. Just so, if we're going to showcase things, we should showcase things. Throw in some world firsts in there. Should do, shouldn't it? Was it that you can either choose tradable with the auction house version or non-tradable with a bit better loot luck? Something like that. Something like that. There's at some point you get to choose whether you go to the bazaar and you can buy items from the bazaar, or whether you just have better luck. Some faction, something or other. So I hear. Right, let's rock. Let's go. Now, no disconnects, no wife aggro. Shh, everyone shut up.
Only the terror, myself, and the void. I was content with nothing. She dreamt of light, of life, of humanity. We disagreed, and yet, in her world, there were gods. Majasa of the desert, Largon of the sea, Rye of the endless skies, and Hierot of the frozen tundra. But fate stole Terra away.
It's quite quiet. I'm sorry. I'll fix it.
Without her, there was conflict. Then wars. In the end, it was Rye who sought to outshine the sun that would pull the world into his flame. Caught within Rye's gaze were the Keepers, an order sworn to protect Eterra's memory and the power it still holds. They were joined by someone unexpected.
By Blizzard's survival game.
Willing to walk into the flames of war. But why? Was it honor they sought? Power? Redemption? Or was this fate? Perhaps. But no story is quite that simple.
Nothing is ever as simple as it sounds. Press Shift and F at the same time to open loot filter menus. Ooh, is there that much loot that we need loot filters? Well, that's a good start. It's a good start. Online play unavailable. Okay. Okay. That didn't take long. Yeah, okay. I guess they were touch busy. Well, that was it, boys and girls. Sure. Okay, hang on. We need to change that. We need to up the audio a little bit. Turn it up just a touch. Audio mix. Logitech Pro G50. Yeah, I don't have a Logitech G Pro headset. Mute game when not in focus. That could... do I want sound in background? Yeah, I think I do want sound in background. Can we try again? We're gonna get stuck in a queue. Stuck in a queue! Don't do this to me! Don't do this to me! Huh. Okay. Is there a significant difference to playing online or offline? If you play offline, you can't then go online, from what I've heard. And I would also suspect it excludes you from all sorts of leaderboards and stuff. It's amazing, isn't it? Has any game just worked? Games don't just work anymore. Aiming for leaderboards. Oh, I mean, we'll scrape the barrel. I'm not top. I didn't say top the leaderboards. Come on, have a word. We're not topping the leaderboards. That's definitely not happening. Do we just do the scumbag thing and just keep pressing enter game until we get in? And then do our absolute utmost to not log out? Is anybody else having these same issues? Is Quinn level 100 yet? Okay, Quinn's in. Who else is playing this? Flipping everybody. World first hardcore death. That's my kind of world first. That is my kind of world first. Okay, Shroud's in. Even Soul is playing it. Is Soul in? Soul's in. Oh, goddamn son of a Towley. Towley's checking the cosmetic store. Of course he is. Crip's in. Oh, God, am I the only one not in? I'm the only one not in, clearly. What about Rax? Rax is in. Ah, I'm not special, am I? I'm just not special. Where's me invite to the streamer server? I guess it doesn't exist. Just not for you. It's not happening, is it? I'm gonna finish my Mango Loco before I even get in. Yeah, clearly they do want me to play Season of Discovery forever. I was really interested to see actually earlier that Mr. GM tweeted out that he's just not feeling Phase 2. And he expressed his reason or his thoughts on it why, and I was like, my God, that's like actually exactly the same. This doesn't bode well for playing hardcore either, because it means even if we do get in, the chance of a disconnect is super duper mega high. I may have missed it, but did you try Enshrouded? I didn't know. There was too much going on at the time. It's been good. Realistically, it's been a good start to the year already for games. Definitely good start. Restart the clients, probably not a bad shout. We can give that a go. Yeah, let's just exit completely. Yeah, out you go. Out you go. Let's go again. Let's go again. Keep all your fingers crossed, boys and girls. Been looking forward to this. Ran around like a crazy person earlier, getting shit done just so I could sit down and play this evening. Online, go, go, go. I mean, we get into character select screen, which is usually further than you tend to get if the servers are being absolutely dumpstered on. It just won't let us into the game. It won't let me in the game. Maybe it's just the EU servers that are wrecked. I mean, this could not be more... I mean, for me and for most of EU, this is like the perfect time to launch a game. It's absolutely perfect for everybody in the EU. It's 5 PM in the UK, 6 PM Central Europe, 7 PM sort of Eastern Europe. Absolutely bang on perfect time to launch a game. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if EU servers are just getting absolutely spanked. Oh, you got into a queue? It queued you up. It won't even let me in a queue. Won't even put me in a queue. I think this is a good filter for the camera right now. And if it ends up going on a little too long, we're gonna have to go into Karen mode. I don't even get character selections before this queue. Feels like you're ahead already. Oh. Oh. In that case, I'm reluctant to exit out and try again another way. In a way, I would kind of prefer to just be in a queue, because being in a queue would at least mean I have a timer and I can, you know, can do other things. This unfortunately feels like just repeatedly pressing buttons. How many character slots can you have? Because if we're going to play hardcore, I might go through a few. Especially if servers are a bit rocky. I might go through a few. Oh! 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 Are we in? Oh, we're in! We're in! Right, let's check how the UI situation looks. Actually, I'm smack bang in the right place, aren't I? I'm off into the corner, so my right arm kind of covers the health, which is a bit critical for. Maybe I make me a touch smaller. Maybe I make me a touch smaller there. There we go. I can sit off to the side a touch. I'll sit off to the side. No idea, but I saw that Rax said there's 200 plus stash tabs. Pay attention, Blizzard. Pay attention.
I still feel the restless spirits of my family. The Temple
Right,
of Eterra will
cosmetic
have
store.
my answers.
Right, I'm turning the audio up a bit. I wouldn't normally have games running quite so loud whilst I'm streaming, but if we're going to play hardcore, I need to hear shit, right? Challenges. Your gold stash and crafting materials are not shared. Challenge. Oh, I see. Right, what we got then? What we got? Wolf. Wolf boy. Summon wolf. Summon a primal wolf that follows you in combat. When its health drops to 0, it is downed. You can stand near it and revive it. Boom! Come here, wolf boy. Ah, look at him go. He's a bit scraggy, mind. He could do with a he could do with a bath. Fucking hell. He could defo do with a bath. Can we kill the rat? It's seems a bit laggy, you know. It's not smooth yet. Am I the only one immediately looking at this UI and thinking that looks like Diablo, and then seeing the shop has a primary keybind? Well, as long as it's only cosmetics, I don't care. Couldn't care less if it's only cosmetics. I'd obviously prefer it not to be cosmetics, but I would also point out the last Epoch has priced itself accordingly. It's 30 bucks. I can't argue with 30 bucks. And everyone else tries to charge 70 plus nowadays. In the hand of the fallen messenger, you find a letter from the Keeper's Council.
Traveler,
It addressed me.
Our Heoborian allies informed us that you will attend the peace talks. Raya's war has reached our lands, and we are in need of aid.
You should put the shop on W and no rebind possible. It's just so you accidentally click it at all times.
Traveler, as Keeper, he wishes to destroy us and steal Eterra's legacy. We can't let that happen. We need Herot's help. Your help.
Yeah, it looks... I don't know if it's just on my screen. It looks real clunky. We got like motion blur on or something. Can we turn that shit off? What we got settings on? Why are all the settings on medium? Medium? What the fuck are we doing on medium? If your gameplay is smooth but your stream is stuttering, enable this option. This will not give you better loot drops. Have you seen this? Streamer mode. This will not give you better loot drops. Limit FPS to 60 because we're streaming at 60. I need VSync on. Okay, I'm amazed everything is only on me. Oh, look at him go! Look at him go! Space to do nothing. Space to do nothing. Does me wolf boy do anything, or does he just have? Is he just a thing? He doesn't have like a. He's not like a passive dude, and then he. The howl also heals allies around you. Your wolves howl to embolden themselves and allies around them, granting them frenzy and 25% more melee damage, multiplicative with other modifiers for 3 seconds. So we have an on-use ability at least. Okay. See you later, Hawk. What's the inventory button? I for inventory. What do we got? Short spear. In you go. Do some pokage. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be like there's no like in Diablo where you have space that does hoppity hops. There's no hoppity hops, so I'm gonna have to be careful to not get hit by things. Gathering Storm. What's Gathering Storm about then? Strike your enemy with a mighty lightning-powered storm. When you use Gathering Storm and hit at least one enemy, you gain a storm stack. Every second you expend a storm stack to cause a storm bolt to strike a nearby enemy. This interval is reduced by 2% for every stack you currently have. Okay. So you get more splash bolts as and when you hit multiple things. Cool. Hey, he's a big old boy. He's a big boy. Is he called Spot? Is he legit called Spot? That he's actually called Spot. My pet in World of Warcraft is called Spot. Oh, what a coincidence. I like you already. Where is his spot? I mean, all over, he's a mess, honestly. He could do with a shower. What does that mean? Grace period. Oh, you're invulnerable for a few seconds after. Smart. I sense that's meant to do something. Maybe that's just the lever. I don't know. Ow! Don't get cooked by the birds. Don't get cooked chicken. Why has it got 2 dots on it? Does 2 dots indicate that it's got 2 stats on it? Maybe. You got to remember, I'm going in this 100% completely fresh-eyed. Control for comparisons. Oh, forging potential. This is where the crafting comes into play by the looks of things. Health on melee hit, melee cold damage, increased damage over time. Yeah, 2 affixes. I guess that's a quick and easy way to find bigger and better stuff. Fury Leap. Hey, there we go. Some hoppity skip it is. What do we got here? Leap to the target location, dealing damage to nearby enemies. So there's a bit of a shockwave when you land. Scaling tags, physical melee, area movement, traversal strength. So I guess that's sort of PoE-esque. What have we also gained? Oh shit! Gain passive points by leveling up and completing quests. Advancing your passive trees will unlock new skills and passives. Initially, you may only place points in your base class tree, but you'll have the opportunity to choose a mastery class during your adventure. Once you choose a mastery class, you'll gain access to the left section of each mastery and the right section of your chosen mastery. You may only select one mastery per character. Well, we plan to go Beastmaster, so I guess... Okay. Now the problem is I have no flipping clue where we're going to put points in this. I need to have a little bit of a look at it. Let's have a little bit of a think what we got. Primal strength, I want my pets to do ultimate everything. Natural attunement. I don't know what attunement does yet. Alt for more info. Each point of attunement grants 2 mana and improves skills that rely on the innate magic inside you and your surroundings, such as Gathering Storm and Summon Thorn Totem. Okay. Already that's helpful that it tells you shit. Gift of the Wilderness, increased minion health and flat health for me. Okay. Do we need presumably 5 points to get to here? So we're putting 5 points in here somewhere at least for the very start. I'm hoping there's going to be some way... I'm hoping there's some way at some point we can undo these changes. I guess we'll find out.
When you arrived, was there a family?
You can hold Alt on the Fury Leap skill. It shows more info. Let's have a quick look. Oh, okay. Strength scaling, 12% increased damage. Added damage is applied at 250% effectiveness. Adding a traversal skill puts all other traversal skills on cooldown, and traversal skill cooldowns do not recover whilst you're using a traversal skill. Okay. So I guess there's alternative ones to Fury Leap to get places faster.
When you arrived, was there a family? It was my mistake.
What did you do?
And there were so many. I can handle Ospreys. I told them to stay back, to let me handle it. And they left. What good are we if we can't? Sorry. I just met you and it's been a long road. Are you also here for the peace talks?
I guess we're here for the peace talks, right?
Good, because so am I. Name's Grail. Since we're both headed the same direction, why don't we go together?
Ah, a friend!
I wonder, which of us will take down more Ospreys? Come, let me watch you fight.
A friend? Game friend.
Smoke!
As Orion ordered.
Ow! Don't stand in the stuff. Is there a way for me to tell my wolf where to go and what to do, or is he just going to run off and do his own thing? I guess he just runs off and does his own thing. Which is kind of cool, because the more my wolf is doing, the less shit I'm going to get into. Oh, where's he going? He's off on his... Oh, okay. He's going over this way. That's why. He's found stuff from like literally from off the screen. Ooh, a shrine.
So much destruction.
Movement, attack, and cast speed. Hello. Go on, then. Oh! Filthy levels of that. I'm still waiting for the potion button. What's the potion button? 1? Okay. Whew. I should probably have learnt that one, considering we're playing in hardcore. I should pay attention to buttons. You run off and aggro shit getting you killed. That worries me. What's this thing? Summon Thorn Totem. Summon a Thorn Totem that fires thorns at nearby enemies. You can have a maximum of 2. Ah, cool. Sure. What's this? Skill system. Viewing augment trees, click on a skill. Use a new skill, click on an action bar slot to access the skill. You can specialize in up to 5 skills by clicking an unlocked specialization slot above, which unlocks as you level up. Specializing in the skill will allow you to gain skill points for that skill by earning experience, which you can use to empower and augment it. Some skills do not have augment trees yet. Okay. So with a skill point, we get to do something here, right? I guess these little things indicate whether they're strength ones. I want Wolf Boy to do better. Now, when we go Beastmaster, I see Bear, I see Scorpion, I see Sabertooth, I see Raptor. I don't see Squirrel. There's definitely a way to get squirrels. I know there's a way to get squirrels. I should probably look into it in more detail. Can I make this better then? What's the crack here? Oh my God! Lord have mercy. Oh, okay. So you actually use skills more. Woo! This is not as daunting as Path of Exile, but this is a lot for early game. Because I got no clue what direction I want to go here. Safety in numbers. You can summon wolves up to a maximum number of companions. You can have additional wolves active at once. You can have additional companions active. The extra wolf counts towards your companion limit. +1 wolves. It also said press A to give your pet a command. Aha, okay. Oh, there's a respec button. What's the damage on doing this then? Remove spent points from your choosing in this skill tree. Each point removed will reduce the skill level by 1. If above your minimum skill level, level up the skills as normal to spend these points again. Depreciate skills. Depreciating will remove all skill points and experience from this skill and allow you to specialize in another skill in its place. The new skill will start at your minimum skill level. Right. A lot to take on so far. We have up to 50 points that we can put in this tree, apparently. Does that look as if we can eventually get all of it? 5, 10, 14, 15, 20. No, you can probably do like half of it, can't you? So you probably want to pick left or right, I guess. We'll look at that in a bit more detail in a minute. I don't particularly want to piss around with that in the middle of nowhere where I'm clearly going to get jumped on.
Where'd you learn to fight?
Gotta pick up the gold because we are a goblin after all. Let's not forget. Oh, we can have an overlay map from the word go. Oh, little things like this. So useful.
Before it reaches town.
2 of these, apparently.
Well done. We're almost there. I'll see you ahead.
Right, well, we're not dead
keepers
yet.
have proven difficult to track, but my observations revealed the
There's a
truth.
search box in nearly every
Their
UI
camps
try
are
if you
neither
find some
chosen nor
squirrel
abandoned
options.
on a whim.
Might
There's
be
a
good
pattern
point.
to how they scurry. I instructed my soldiers to investigate the abandoned camps. Invariably, they're near shrines devoted to the eldest of gods. Each one was as empty as the last, save for meager signs of the Keeper's presence. They're not guarding the ruins. They're traveling between them, over and over. They must be moving with them.
LE61 failed to matchmake. Oh. Is this us over? Are we good? Okay. Let's well then, let's take some time to look at some other options while we're here. What do we need? We need a bunch of points. How and when do we unlock? Requires Primalist level 5, Warcry. Okay. I guess we want to see where we want to go. Pet stuff. Primal medicine. Your minions deal increased damage, and using a potion will also heal your minions. Keeping minions alive is good, and then more health for more minions. Good. Harmony of blades can equip axes in offhand. Can equip swords in offhand. You have increased health, and every 3 seconds, your next hit restores your health. That's a kind of cool combo, you know. That's a cool combo between life on hit and life per second. Hunter's Manation. Minion damage 11% per point. I guess we can't put points in anything until we're up to at least here, so... what did I say this attunement did? 2 mana and improved skills that rely on innate magic inside you. Let's just go strength. Squirrel. Okay, nothing. Oh, this will be the Beastmaster. Oh, so we'll unlock Beastmaster once we get here. Then we unlock all of this stuff. Squirrel. Nothing says squirrel. Oh, I hope I didn't get baited by... Aspect of the shark? Max aspect of the shark stacks? I like the sound of having pets. Town is too strong, apparently. Should we just go explore some more then? Not that I think there's too much area to explore. Well, it looks like this might be our only zone to play in, which is a touch disappointing. How long does these totems last? What does it say? seems to be able to tell my pet roughly where to go. Okay, that's handy. I could mostly 100% just ignore combat. I don't need to do anything in combat. I just need to not die. Let's see if we can get back into the next zone, or whether the servers are still... How dare I spend so much time? No. Okay. Stuck again. Did character selection let you choose male, female, etc. in all the features? No, I had no character customization options whatsoever, actually, thinking about it. Picked class, that was it. What do we do here then? It won't let us in. Do we dare trying to log out and logging in again? Let's take you back to character selection. Let's try. Ha! Now we're back here again. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Should have just stayed in the game and used it to read and learn some stuff. Should have paid attention to what was going on in the game. Now I can't even easily sort of swat up on things. How am I going to get an army of beasts on the go if it won't let me in? We get this far? No. Dead. What do we do, boys and girls? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Right. I have a plan. I have a plan. Plan of action is here. Yes, I found it. Okay. This is what we're going to do to keep ourselves busy for a minute. Can you at least make other characters and reserve your names? I don't think I need to worry too much about that. Names don't make much difference. Plus, it would mean I'd have to choose which classes I want them to be as well. This was what I was talking about. This is what I stumbled across. Squirrel Beastmaster Guide. This is what intrigued me. As if we can get an army of squirrels, I'm all over that like a rash. So, the Squirrel Beastmaster Guide. What's scarier than a pack of wolves? A scurry of rage-infused squirrels? This Beastmaster takes command of his ferocious animals and leads them to strength and power. He charges forward, the ferocity of his body infusing his companions, and fury leads his way into the battle. Sounds good to me. Thanks to Herald of the Scurry. There it is, look. Converts your wolves into squirrels. Okay. We're going to try and build something that requires a specific helmet to be able to do it, but convert your wolves into squirrels. +1 to 3 wolves, dodge, health, blah blah blah. You can summon squirrels up to twice your companion limit. Chance to bleed on hit for the squirrels. Chance to shred physical resistances on hit. Howl is replaced by some sort of rage, which grants squirrels 40% increased movement speed. Yes. Yes, all the squirrels. 1 squirrel, 2 squirrel, cute and furry 3 squirrel. 4 squirrel, what's the hurry? 5 squirrel, 6 squirrel. You should worry, run and hide. Here comes the scurry. Okay, that technically indicates that we need to be level 73, meaning we might not strictly have access to squirrels too soon. But wolves turn into squirrels. There we go. Doubling their numbers. The build is played and built the same with or without the unique, but the helmet is best in slot. Fury leap into battle along with your beasts and proc spirit wolves, attacking with swipe using summon frenzy totem and casting war cry to gain powerful buffs for yourself and your allies. Sounds good to me. Sounds very good to me. Aside from Herald of the Scurry, this setup shines with some uniques like the Fang, which is your minions cannot be stunned. Good old amulet there. You summon wolves up to your maximum number of companions. Stats on this item also apply to your minions. Ribbons of Blood. Your minions cannot be crit. And block chance per strength against enemy. I don't know why that's particularly good for us, but I guess it just is. Overall, the Summon Squirrel Beastmaster is one of the strongest minion builds and is capable of completing all the content in the game with ease. Ah, that's me! That's me! It's fun to play, has extremely high single target DPS and great gear progression. Well, there we go. Now all we need is to be able to get into the goddamn game. Maybe, possibly, please. Boom. If I log out and log in, do you reckon we're going to get stuck in a thing? Loot filter. Manage loot filter. This is probably something I can get straight away, isn't it? Because Max Roll have kindly provided loot filters. Loot filters are critical in Last Epoch, making sure you highlight all the related base valuable items, affix, uniques, idols is crucial to ensure your character's progression. As your gear gets better, remember to hide the rules that are no longer useful to avoid screen clutter. Download here. I'll do that in a minute if we can actually get in. I kind of want to see everything at this early point in the game. I think it might be even worth to learn loot filters from scratch to understand the system better. Probably. There's so much let me in spam in their Discord, I bet there is. Boys and girls, I know I've only been live an hour and we haven't really made it very far into the game. I think my wife has just got home. I can hear the garage door going, so I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break because clearly the servers don't want to let me in anyway. And we'll have another go in a few. Give me 2 to 5 minutes and I'll be back as quickly as I can. Friday. I've done my husbandly duties. Gave the wife a hand with the shopping back into the house. And we're still not allowed to play the game. Still not allowed in. Do we risk a log out, log in? Do we risk it? Let's risk it for a biscuit. Try to make your filters whilst waiting. Well, the thing is, I don't know what I'm meant to be filtering. This is the thing. I don't know enough about the stats or where I'm going to build the play last epoch, play full offline. I want to play online. I'm sorry, game. I know you desperately want people to play offline to limit your servers, but I want to play online. Where's my streamer privilege? Wow, well, that might have something to do with it. That there is only one EU server, EU West. That's probably half the issue. We've got the entirety of the EU all trying to dive onto one server farm. Okay. Settings. Shift F, manage loot filters. Only show items on the ground that you want to see based on some defined rules. Filters function by creating rules and ordering them. Rules located higher in the list take priority and overrule rules listed below. In this case, wolf helmets will show because the rule is located above hide all helmets. Okay. What if we import one? Import existing. Paste clipboard contents. What if we download? Oh, okay. So that's how it works. Control A, Control C. The clipboard has a valid loot filter. In it goes. Sure. Title. We'll just call this Squirrel Build for now. Is there a squirrel icon? Or an animal icon or something? Not really. It'll do. Doesn't matter. Squirrels are orange, right? We'll do it. Squirrels are orange. So, show all unique set items, recolor high value affixes, show experimental, show wanted relics, strict. I don't know how what any of this means. Hide all normal, magic and rare items. That seems a touch seems a touch strict. I don't know. Maybe this loot filter's more for once you finish leveling. Quick flyby. Hi, have a great stream. I'll watch the VOD during the weekend. Chili, thank you very much. Hope you have a good evening. We're not getting to play anyway, so doesn't seem to have much of an effect. I don't think I'm going to use the filter just yet because I suspect that we probably actually need to get some gear before we want to start hiding everything. Auto compare items displays equipped item comparison by default when viewing an item in the tooltip. That seems very handy for me. Come on, let me in. Let's have a little bit of a look at where we go with this then. So, we know roughly the direction we go in. Once we can get in, obviously. Building towards squirrels. If you're not going to let me in, I can turn the sound down a touch. Maybe just the music volume. Absolute bangers for ye old gamers. The devs have got... I like the devs on this. You can tell it's like made by gamers. Absolute bangers for ye old gamers. Makes sense. Thinking about it this time. No. No. How about we turn the music almost completely down, actually thinking about it. There's a good chance that you guys have exactly the same music playing your end. So we can do without. I'm sure you all can do without double music. Right, let me have a little look at this then. If we're not going to be able to log in, at least we can figure out what we're going to do when we do get in. So the pros and cons of this are really good DPS, great burst potential, fast clearing for minions, great scaling with some of the uniques. Problematic in terms of the fact that your melee range, you have to be buff micromanaging. You need some of the uniques for the build to shine, and the minion AI can be frustrating. Minion AI is busted in all games anyway, so... So our Summon Wolf, uses the Summon Wolf tree. The Pack Hunters node is crucial to increase the pack or the scurry size. Grab Scavenge Hunters and Legendary Bite, and Howl of the Might for some damage multipliers they provide. If you don't have the Fang, you're going to need a point in safety and numbers. You can summon wolves up to your maximum number of companions. Oh look, they've got little talent builder things in the game, on the website even. That's kind of clever. So safety and numbers, you're going to kind of want to go that way until you get the Fang, which in essence does the same. Okay. Oh look, that's very clever. Oh, Maxwell are doing a good job on their website nowadays. Look, that's very clever. Even shows you almost on a point-by-point basis where you should probably build into if you want to follow it in such stricter fashion. Okay, that's quite clever. We want to use Swipe, apparently. We want to use Swipe. We want to use Summon Wolf. We want to use Summon Frenzy Totem. Warcry, and then Fury Leap.
Let's make sweet, sweet profit together.
John, thank you very much for the prime. Appreciate it. Didn't expect you to be the only one streaming Last Epoch in my follow list. While I would love to be streaming more of it, but it won't let me in. It won't let me in. Appreciate the prime, though. Thank you very much. We'd be doing more of it if it would let me in. I did kind of suspect that this might be a thing. I kind of assumed we might get stuck in a queue of something. This game's been quite well hyped, and is what's it? Does anybody have Steam numbers? Is there how do you track like Steam concurrence? Is there a way to do it within Steam? Is it in broadcasts or something? Where is it? Do you have to maybe do it on the online? Stats. Last Epoch top selling right now. Online right now. Can we see what's being played? Top 100 games by current players. Current players peak today. Helldivers is doing really well. Seen a lot of coverage of this. Mixed reviews though, which is interesting. PUBG, Palworld is still doing bits. 140,000 concurrent players on Last Epoch right now. Peak today at 152. I would imagine there's a good amount of people that have tried it, and that's probably because more people can't even get in. There'd probably be more people playing if they could get in. It's interesting to see Palworld still up there though. Palworld's still knocking it out the park. In their maintenance thread, they said there's 150k players versus the 40k on their tests. Oh dear. Okay, yeah, that's a bit spicy. That's nearly 4 times the load they were expecting. I mean, they should have had a good guess though, considering D4 was a bit of a floppy doodah, with Diablo 4 being less than favourable. Not just from launch, but also the fact that Season 3 is a bit of a meme. There's lots of people out there with the ARPG itch. Right, we'll give it a few minutes. Let me see what we're doing on this build then. Passives. Passives provide helpful effects that dictate the playstyle of a class and its masteries. Remember, you can allocate passives on the first half of all masteries, regardless on the one you choose. You want to be grabbing strength-related nodes, apparently. Oh, that's good. I'd kind of auto-beelined in that direction anyway. Force of Nature is crucial to summon extra friends. Which one's Force of Nature? Maximum companions. Oh, that's way down the end. So you... Oh, I was putting points in Primal Strength anyway. Then once that's capped, you want to move into Primal Medicine. Why is it claiming you want to do this? Your minions deal increased damage, and using a potion heals your minions for a percentage of the amount that it heals you. Stacking into Hunter Restoration, you've increased health, and every 3 seconds your next hit restores health. For me playing hardcore, that's mandatory pick anyway. Then into Survival of the Pack when you can. Minion damage increased. Minion melee damage leached as health. Ooh. Bit of leech doesn't go amiss. For some self-sustain. Oh my god, I didn't even realise the tree went into like this far. Woo! Spicy. Maybe I don't want to spoil all of that too much for myself just yet. So the gameplay loop of this Beastmaster and his furry friends want to surround their prey in close ranged combat, overwhelming them with their numbers. Make sure you're familiar with enemy mechanics to know when to use your support skills to stay alive. Pay attention to their telegraphed attacks. Oh god. Oh god. These are 2 words that don't gel with me. Paying and attention. When used together. We went the squirrel build for a reason. We get distracted by squirrels. We're not paying attention. Let me in the game. Let me in. Let me in. Ah. Alright. Well, back to the guide. You want to summon your wolves as you approach your enemies. You want to cast your abilities Howl for your wolves and Scurrying Rage for when you get squirrels. Summon your totems for its buffs. This refreshes your companion's ability cooldown. Do some leapy leaps into combat to help alongside your companions. Use Warcry to freeze the enemies, and for the Berserker buff, and then just spam swipe, stack your Berserker, and proc as many Spirit Wolves. Whenever your companion ability buff runs out, cast it again, refresh the buff. Okay, that seems pretty straightforward. Sounds my kind of thing. Mapping, I'm assuming this is an endgame thing. Greater Rift-esque. Then how to take down bosses. Sure. Aha, a wild wife appears. She came to collect the dogs. Dogs have been in the studio all day. They get stressed if they're in the studio all day. Let me in game, please. Oh, it's just not going to happen, is it? This is sad. I was really hoping that... I was hoping this game would be a bit nice big launch and that people would be interested in it, but at the same time I was hoping that not enough people would be interested to cause this. Alright, let's have a little bit of a look at the gearing then for this build. Look at Towley's stream. He's on the official Discord server. People are spamming the chat as the dev is playing and not answering. Really? Let me make sure I get the right Chrome window.
Will give big reach arounds. Be famous on the stream. It's worth a try. It's worth a try.
I think everybody is stuck.
Invite Gardens, please. That's what I need.
Oh god, that Discord is going crazy, look. Oh no.
Dude, I'm not watching no damn advanced crafting video. At this rate, I'm not even going to get there till tomorrow. Can you solicit in-game? Maybe.
Oh, hold up, there's drops.
I'm sure as hell
There's
try.
drops available? Hang on, there's drops
With
available.
rated level 25.
Is this going to be one of those you have to have signed up for the drops things? What's this drops business going on? Hang on. Let me have a little looky. Viewer rewards, drops. Drops are enabled. I'm assuming. Oh, drops are supposed to be released tomorrow. Let me see in the list if I can find it. Just to make sure there's not anything I need to do my end to make sure people get them. It's the 21st today, which means tomorrow is the 22nd. I don't see the drops on my list on the back end of Twitch, but okay. Earn in-game cosmetic rewards. Simply link your Twitch and Steam accounts. Your rewards will be available in-game once you've claimed them. To be eligible for Twitch drops, please sign in to your Twitch account and Steam account. Well, maybe I'll do both of that just to ensure that we're all good. Sign in with old Steamer-Rooney. Sign in. Connected. Hopefully that will also mean that whilst I stream, people should be able to get them as well. We can hope at least. Okay. You gonna let me in? I'd love to be doing something more entertaining than looking at an online play unavailable. I should never have logged out. Whose silly idea was it to log out? Dear Lord. Right, what we doing? Let's look at what we need about crafting and gear wise with the squirrel build. Let's if we can't at least play the game, let's at least get prepared to play the game once we can play the game. Gearing your last epoch around finding items and then using the crafting system to enhance them. As long as an item has forging potential left, players can upgrade or modify their affixes up to tier 5. However, the powerful exalted tier affixes are drop only and can't be modified by players. Okay, so you can't customize everything. Using the correct bases allows you to make use of their amazing implicits. This is fundamental for gearing efficiency. Combine your implicits, your passives, your idols, and your blessings to cap your resistances and stack as many other defensive layers as possible. Should we see if resistances work in last epoch? Not like D4 where they just flat out didn't work. Plan ahead for your next upgrades and consider the final blessings of your build whilst gearing. Finish up by farming up some uniques with legendary potential and sealing affixes into exalted items to unleash all of your build's power. Hey, I don't know how any of this works yet, but it sounds quite clever. Logout seems to not matter, at least after the official stuff. Login and scene transitions are the same, so everybody's stuck in the zone that they were. Yeah, I'd imagine the servers are just melting. At least some tips said that it is worth to max out resistances. Probably smart. Cap your resistances, whatever the cap happens to be. Cap resistances, cap critical strike avoidance, because you definitely don't want to get crit, because that can take you from 100 to 0 in one go, I would imagine. Cap endurance, whatever endurance actually ends up doing. Get yourself a bunch of health, get yourself a bunch of block chance and some block effectiveness. 100% crit chance with summon wolves. 100% crit chance is a thing, is it? Okay, sure. And then just stack minion buffs. Okay. Starting gear. Starting gear? This motherfucker's level 76, 80, 66, 67, 48. This ain't starting gear. What kind of starting gear is this? Okay, sure. Aim for some good item bases with 2 valuable tier 5 affixes. Don't know what this means yet. The defensive role on tier 5 suffixes are very important at this stage, as they can easily cap all of your resistances when combined with item. Okay, this is already just going whoosh. How do we know if it's a tier 5 suffix? I don't know. Milestone 2, make sure your critical strike is capped. Then want to get as much health as possible. Then want to stack up. Okay, this is already way above what I have any idea for. Learn the basics for our crafted gear with our beginner's crafting guide. Check out the unique item and farming set guide to learn how to get them. Want to know more about legendary items? Check out our legendary guide. Alright, sure. Yeah, this already seems more like endgame. Blessings. What's blessings? Don't know what the blessings are yet. Idols. Oh, this was that little jigsaw thing we saw. Okay, we want to stack in some jigsaw stuff. Divine Grand Hirarot Idol of the Fury. Increased minion melee attack speed. Increased minion melee attack speed. Poison resistance. Okay. Minion attack speed, of course. Minions do minion things. Build scaling. This Beastmaster takes command of its ferocious animals and leads them against its enemies. The summoned wolves or summoned squirrels deal physical damage, and your goal is to reach 100% melee critical strike chance with them. So they just perma crit. Okay, that's going to get ridiculous. This build also has great survivability thanks to multiple defensive layers it can take advantage of. Your minions gain minion power based upon your character level. By the time you are level 100, they deal 45% more damage and take 45% less damage. Multiplicative with other modifiers, okay? Minion melee flat damage. You want to get as much flat damage for your summons as possible, since the summons has tons of damage multipliers on its tree. The faster your summons attack, the more damage they deal and ailments that they will apply. The chase, what's this? Increases minion attack speed by a bunch, increases minion cast speed, increases minion movement speed, and increases their revival speed. Requires 15 points in Beastmaster, 20 points in Primalist. Requires completion of the Mastery quest at the start of Chapter 4. Oh, that could be quite interesting, that you even need to do quests to get access to some of the skills. That seems quite clever. Let's give it a go logging in. Is it going to let us in? And nope. We tried. Summon Wolf gains 4% and 8 flat health per point of strength. So that's why you stack strength then, because you're gaining 4%. Your wolves are gaining 4% damage every strength point. Additionally, it provides 4% armor per point to the player, a nice defensive layer for the build. Make sure you get tier 5 or exalted added minion melee crit chance on your body armor. It's easy to cap it with it thanks to all the crit chance related buffs that this build has. So you can actually end up getting your squirrels to just 100% crit every time. That's really funny. Herald of the Scurry. Thanks to this unique, the build is able to convert summoned wolves into summoned squirrels, doubling their numbers. That just sounds bonkers. That's what we want. So a video guide coming soon. Boo. At the start of the build, it says this build guide assumes you have a level 70 character. Reach level 70 with our Beastmaster leveling guide. Oh, does it? I should have probably paid attention to that. Oh, I mean, it's subtle, right? It's pretty subtle. Build guide assumes you have a level 70 character. Okay. Follow a leveling guide without the squirrels and then swap 2 squirrels seems to be the play. Yeah, it's likely that this is the Primalist Herald of the Scurry. This is the thing that turns your wolves into squirrels, which we're unlikely to have access to very early on. So wolves first, squirrels then. Just stick with the same spec, which you can't change. Well, you're going to go... Beastmaster is the path you'll go. Being a squirrel Beastmaster is just predominantly because of this one item, really. Let's look at the Beastmaster leveling guide then. Maybe there's a video for this we can watch while we wait. Let's have a little bit of a looky then. The Beastmaster leveling build obliterates its foes with its pack of ferocious wolves. It uses swipe to proc, can't talk today, spirit wolves from each of its summon wolf. Summon Frenzy Totem Warcry and Summon Wolf combines multiple damage buffs for devastating attacks. The Beastmaster build is a melee playstyle due to it needing to hit with swipe to be able to proc spirit wolves and scale its health regen. In terms of defense, it has 2 damage immunities, Warcry and Furious Leap, in addition to damage reduction from Boar Heart. You're granted aspect of the Boar for a duration when hit by a melee attack, a buff that reduces damage taken by 15%. It has a 2-second cooldown. Overall, the Summon Wolf Beastmaster is an excellent leveling build as it provides amazing defense, recovery, and damage from its skills and passives. Also scales really well into the endgame as gear affixes have big impact on the build. This combination makes Beastmaster leveling look easy. Let's see if I can make it look easy, shall we? Shall we? Let's see if I can make it look easy. No, still not allowed in. I wonder if I'd be one of the select few that won't look at guides. Honestly, the main reason I'm doing this now is because it won't let me in. If I was able to get in and just play it, I'd be playing it. But otherwise, I might as well be at least paying attention to some of the core mechanics of the game more than anything. Why are we getting flipping World of Warcraft videos popping up? As we power, the level of skill evolves, with some becoming stronger than while others get weaker. To account for this, we transition to a setup that's optimized for early game, one that's more suited to tackling endgame content. So initially, use this little setup until you have safety in numbers within the summon wolf, until you can have your maximum number of wolves. Swipe is going to be your main damage ability, as it applies a bleed and generates mana. For extra single target damage and clear, you're going to want to use a Thorns totem. In dangerous situations, a Tira's Blessing to heal you and your minions, and use Fury Leap just to get places. Can't get the drops without buying the game. Convert WoW Gold to Steam balance when? Yeah. I mean that would break the internet if that happened. Should we just watch the video? Oh, it's a 35-second video with like 0 flipping 360p. You mad? Run in, slap things about, drop a turret down. Why does he not have a pet? Run in, kill things, things die. Totem does totem things. He hasn't even got his wolf out. Why does he not get his wolf out? But hop about, kill things. Hop about, kill things. For single target damage and clear, spam your swipe, use your totems, and so on and so on, and use, and then jump places. Why does it always look like dog shit by default? Kill your wolves, go off, kill things. GG. It's got 5 wolves, look. 5 wolves just carving through everything. Okay, that looks quite cool. We can get on board with that. Leveling notes. Keep your character at the area level by killing monsters. To use this guide, you need to maintain at most a 5 level difference within the area. Press C to open the character sheet to find your level, and tab to find your area level. Only collect loot that serves as an upgrade. The loot filter reveals many items that may not be an upgrade for your character. If your inventory's full, stick gear with high value affixes in your stash and then sell the rest. Don't sell gear that has high value affixes to a vendor. Instead, keep it to use later or destroy it with Rune of Shattering or Rune of Removal. Destroys an item, creating a random number of affix shards containing its powers. Oh, and presumably then you use those to put them back onto gear later. That's clever. Always get the best weapon you can. No shit, Sherlock. Okay. Weapons are a core part of your power, and getting higher level base boosts your damage significantly. Early on, you can buy them at the Gambler NPC. Oh, God. In the Council Chamber Hall at the End of Time Town. After level 40, they don't sell you higher item bases. Flipping Gambler NPCs. Oh, Lord. I suppose it is an ARPG. If you want to enter the Monolith of Fate early, unlock all of the passive points and idle slots from quests first. By the time you complete Chapter 7, you'll be ready to take on the Monolith of Fate. No idea what that even is. Press F and place your item in the crafting interface to level up its affixes and craft new ones. Adding health or vitality on a few empty affix slots can increase your HP by a significant amount. Okay, clever. Actually, do we have a Beastmaster specific loot filter? Beastmaster leveling loot filter. Copy that. Where was the loot filters? Import a filter. Boom. Beastmaster leveling. Does leveling have 1 or 2 L's? Leveling's got 1 L in American, 2 L's in English, I think, hasn't it? Which is why I never know how to spell it. So, what is this actually doing? Show experimental affixes and personal items. Show all first, blah blah blah. Hide non-class items. I don't know how all of this works. Many sources have already said that gambling is not worth it overall. I'm going to link it similar to like Kadala, for example, in D3. Whereas you probably won't gamble all that often, but if you've got a little bit of gamble currency to do it, then sure, you do you. Would be my guess. Right, you're going to let me in? No. Ah! None of this matters if we can't get in the game. None of this matters. Got developers somewhere just absolutely running around like headless chickens. Skills and passives provide powerful effects that dictate the playstyle of a class and its masteries. Remember that you can allocate passives in the first half of any mastery regardless of the one you choose. For level 5, for 6 points in Summon Wolf, and then the final steps. You work your way through. This is a clever little web element for sure. Itemization is a vital aspect of your journey in Last Epoch. While the prefixes and suffixes matter, what sets Last Epoch apart is the power of the base item, the power of item bases. Many items have potent implicit attributes that can rival or even surpass the modifiers. What the hell does implicit mean? Like baseline? Is that what that means? On a blighted bastard sword of configuration, prioritize chance to bleed on hit and chance to ignite on hit. Dot damage in the early game is really high. Chance to ignite, chance to bleed. I mean, do you really have that much control over your gear at that early in the game? I can't imagine you do, right? You could try out on some offline and then rush on the online when available. I mean, we could just mess around in offline, I suppose. Just to try and learn some stuff, figure out what's what. If you are lucky, you might get a Rune of Ascendance whilst leveling. Use this first on amulets to get unique amulets such as Death Rattle, the Claw and the Fang. What's this thing? Changes the item into a unique or a set item of the same type. Using this on a silver ring could turn it into a unique ring, including ones that are not silver rings. However, it cannot turn it into a helmet. None of the other properties of the base item are retained. So it just converts one item into like a fancy item, okay? Ascending it upwards, I guess you could say. Implicit means it's a fixed effect on an item base. The values are randomized in its range. So even the same item is slightly different. Oh, I see, okay. So to summarize, the Beastmaster leveling shines in its offense and defense capabilities and destroys everything in its path, establishing it as one of the smoothest masteries to level during the campaign. You swipe to proc spirit walls. Your summon wolf is going to be your main source of damage. Use its ability to get yourself a damage buff. Fury Leap is going to boost your minions' damage and give them frenzy. Also allow you to recover some health and cleanse off any debuffs. Use your totems and war cry to boost you and your wolves. Your totems will also refresh your wolf's ability. Search for a good bearded axe and a good obsidian axe at certain points. Don't neglect your summon wolf survivability by equipping items such as minion health and minion health regen, and then cap your resistances early to make the campaign easy mode. Sounds good. Sounds good. Should we just if we can't get online, we'll just make an offline character just to have a play. Now can I do anything? Apparently not. Let's try once more by just logging in, logging out. I'd rather be at least somewhat playing the game, even if it's not on a character that we're going to progress on. Play full offline mode. Let's just try that for now. Surely that can't go wrong, right? Can't go wrong. If you'd like to access online characters, chat and other online features, you'll need to relaunch the game. Okay, play offline. Let's just give it a go offline then. You watch, we'll play for a little bit offline and I'll get like super duper mega I'll get something really cool. Let's just do normal shit. We don't need any of this business. We're not going to keep this character anyway.
In the beginning, there was...
Right,
I can
let's
still
do
feel
this.
the restless spirits of my family. The Temple of Eterra will have my answers.
Let's really hope we don't get anything stupidly good. Let's maybe also change the stream title in just a minute. You are taking damage. Use health potions to restore your health. I usually have A as potions, so this is going to be weird having it on one, but...
Traveler, as Keeper, he wishes to destroy us and steal Eterra's legacy. We can't let that happen.
Oh, you have to collect health potions. Oh, Lord have mercy. That's one thing I didn't even realise. Ow! One thing I didn't do last time actually is, so C is our character screen. We're level 2. Vitality, strength, dexterity, intelligence, and attunement. We're mostly going strength from what I understand. And then we've got all of our stats down here. Okay. You can swap skills on your action bar by left clicking on them and using your fly out menu to change any skills you unlock. I read that, but it didn't sink into my brain. What's going on here? Oh, we can just swap them out this way, okay. QWER is fine. QWER works well. Find the keeper who sent the letter. Is there a limit to how many health potions we can keep? Ow! Stupid Phoenix. Your health is sort of equal to whatever. Slain enemies have a chance to drop potions which you can pick up. I assume I'm limited to 2 of these. Hardcore offline. No, it's not even hardcore. We're not going to mess about with that until we actually do it properly. We'll probably, or we'll hope, we'll mess around with it now. We'll mess around with it now. should have paid some attention. We'll mess around with it this evening whilst the servers are a little bit ropes, and then we'll play it properly tomorrow. Hopefully, if we log on tomorrow, the servers will be, you know, the server issues will have mellowed out a little bit by tomorrow. There's an inherent risk of playing hardcore when the servers are ropes anyway, because one disconnect and it's GG.
It was my mistake. They were cornered. I can handle what good away. Sorry. Are you also here? I am. Name's Grail. So no wonder. Come, let me watch you fight.
D4 killer is here. Well, let's see. Let's not get too hasty.
Smoke.
Well, yeah, you're right. It's not going to take a lot for it to be a D4 killer. D4's done a good job of that itself. Especially season 3, from what I've heard. The amount of health pots you can carry is based on your belt slot. Oh, is that what it is? Oh, +2 potion slots. Yeah, there we go. Okay, clever. Gifting, sort items, gift inventory. Oh, I guess that's some sort of trading materials. Crafting mats. What do we got in crafting mats? Affix shards, support glyphs. Okay. Guess that'll all start to make sense before long.
And for what?
Boom. That transfer materials is handy if you want to clean your inventory, send it to your bank. I wish WoW had the same thing.
Where'd you learn to fight?
Yeah, this will give me an idea of just what's going on if we play offline for a bit. It's a bit disappointing that we can't play it properly yet, but it will be fine. For reference, TSM does material transfers quite good as well.
Quick, before it reaches town.
Slash, slash, slash. Freeze his ass, drop the totem, move out the way of the spinny thing. Possible. Boom.
Well
Headshot.
done. We're almost there. I'll see you ahead.
Right, this is as far as we got last time before it wouldn't let us go anywhere. Quest complete. Get some gold, get some experience. Yoink, don't mind if I do. Right, so... the keybinds for these? Surely there's keybinds for these. Primal strength. Survival of the pack. Can we actually see any further? We can't see further ahead. So actually this is where guides are a little bit OP, because you can actually see by the looks of things much further ahead than what you could do naturally in game. You can only, you're only able to make your decisions based on what you can see in game. Summon raptors. Ooh. Seems like you need Herald of Scurry for the squirrels. Yeah, there's a specific helm we're going to need that turns wolves into squirrels. We're not going to get that for a long ass time though. So the squirrel build is going to take a while. You deal additional melee damage with most two-handed weapons. The amount of damage type depends on the type of weapon used. Melee physical when using axes, melee cold, melee lightning if using a staff. Presumably you want a two-handed mace then, I'd guess. I wouldn't bet on seeing squirrels on hardcore. Yeah, maybe not the first attempt. Maybe not first attempt. We'll get there though. We'll get there. Have faith. Right, let's have a look at this then. Summon Primal Wolf that follows you in combat. When its health drops to 0, it is downed. You can stand near it to revive. While you are at your maximum number of wolves, the ability is replaced with Howl. The wolf counts as a companion. You can have a maximum of 2 companions at once by default. Press A to give your minions an attack command. Scales with minion damage, minions, companion, and strength. Tags, minion tags, melee, physical, and area. Strength scaling, 8 health per 8 per point with strength. So this is a good indicator if you want to know how to make this skill better and stronger. You can be like, right, well it scales with strength, so you want more strength points. And every level you get, you gain 8 health. Wolves deal more damage, multiplicative with other modifiers. Hard to go wrong with that. Wolves have increased attack and movement speed. Wolves have more damage and dodge rating multiplicatively. This bonus is tripled for wolves that have used Howl recently. 10 damage per point. You can summon wolves up to your maximum number of companions, which we believe is 4, right? When you cast Summon Wolf, you'll summon wolves up to your companion limit. I don't know what the companion limit is. I think it's 4. This seems to be the key one. You can have an additional wolf active at once. You can have an additional companion active at once. The extra wolf counts towards your companion limit. Okay, more damage. Wolf do wolf things. Yes, please. What the hell is that thing? Hideous.
Sounds like their leaders waiting. The keepers have done well. A group tied closely with our goddess, Etera. They've been indebted to her. But why, we do not know. Even their names. Well, what do they keep? It's these mysteries. Now, we speak to the Keeper Council. Speaking of, I must head there now. Feel free to look around. I'll see you shortly.
Okay, what's this? Is this a quest?
Protection. More than protection. An alliance. But the truth is, we know little about him. Prospect 1. He's one of the gods. Etera made him just as she made us keepers, and gave him a role by her side. He's the guardian of his people, and he does his job well.
Voice acting, by the way, just want to say.
Prospect 2. He cares for his people. Like the goddess herself, he extends his heart to all who need support. He forms alliances, wanting to stand united. Meanwhile, Raya wishes to tear this world. Prospect 3. His people are warriors. Haerborian fighters put ours to shame. We fight because it is necessary, while they relish in it. I'll take on being behind their blade any day. Thus, I propose we accept this alliance.
I'm not entirely sure I'm going to care too much about the story, if I'm honest. These are rarely games where the story matters. What are these icons, though? Let's try and learn some stuff.
Traveler.
You are... I can undo a past action of yours for a price. Respec mastery point allocations. Okay. So, what is the price? Respecking 1 point costs gold. You currently have a bunch of gold. Okay, well that's cool then. Gold is just... Okay, that's fine. I like the fact that we can respec our points. We have stash. Oh, okay, we're not purchasing new ones yet. But we use gold to purchase new stash tabs. Handy. What are these then? Tags, I guess. Solid inventory management. Take note, Blizzard. Take note. What else we got over here? Armor dude. Buy shit. Destroys an item, creating a random number of affix shards from its power. 2,000 gold apiece. Bastard Sword of Conflagration. Hang on, didn't I hear this was a thing to have? 50% chance to ignite on hit. Yoink.
Right.
Now we have a big swinging sword. What's this in the middle? Oh! Oh, cool. Okay, what's this? Oh, different timelines. Oh, I like that. Presuming... Okay. Passive point reward 0 out of 15. Idle slot reward 0 out of 8. Waypoint locked, level 6. Okay, so we have to go out and explore, so I guess we've only got one choice so far. We go back in time. It's a very pretty map. What's this? Level 14. The bazaar. This is what we were looking at. That there's two options. You can eventually join the bazaar or something. Not till level 55 though. It was advised to buy always those rune things on a vendor as they're needed for salvaging. Oh, so you can hoover up the ability off an item. So can we... We came through this way apparently. Rune of Shattering, Rune of Shattering, Rune of Shattering, Rune of Shattering. I mean, they're 2,000 coins apiece. I don't have 2,000 coins, but... Increases minion damage. I like increases minion damage. I like increased minion damage. What are we saying gloves wise? Where do gloves go? Here. Throwing damage, chance to stun, health, fire resistance, dodge rating. Throwing damage. I don't know what I'm doing with any of this. We'll leave that as it is.
Right.
Let's keep on going.
Grail was just telling me of your battle. I am Lena, one of the Keeper's Council. One of 2. There should be more of us here. They're gone. Balthus and I remain, and he's not here. As such, I must ask for your help.
Sure.
Balthus is busy checking on our sacred artifacts. We're protectors of Eterra's history, and right now, they're in danger.
I'm on Twitch because I want ads. Welcome in, welcome in.
Not much, I'm afraid. We'll discuss it after our alliance. You are, and I'm sorry, but this is how it must be. Their secrecy keeps them safe. Even now, the Osprix swarm all of our sacred vaults. I've already asked Grail to check one down in the mountains. There is another up north. Could you make sure he's safe? There's word. Do this, and our alliance is secure. We'll lend our aid to Heer Borea's army.
Sounds like we have work to do indeed. Let's roll. You can now use your portal to return to your last visited town. What's my portal button? T. Okay. What's this button? Oh! Settings, game guide, loot filter, factions. Aligning with the Circle of Fortune enhances item drops and allows you to seek prophecies to help find better and more items. Aligning with the Merchants Guild enables trading of items via the bazaar or directly with other players. Well, that's, if you're going solo self-found, you're clearly not going to want to go Merchant Guild, are you? Because you're not going to be able to trade with others. I don't know. You're going all the way with this game into crafting, etc. I mean, we'll go as far as the game takes us. I've vowed to only play games for as long as they're fun. Considering I kind of get this permanent itch, I say permanent itch, once every 6 months or so I get the itch for a good old ARPG. Now, Diablo 3 scratched that itch for me for a long time. Unfortunately, Diablo 4 doesn't scratch that itch. So this could be something similar.
Aid me.
Oh my god. The game is alive. Is it actually alive? Melee attack that hits all enemies in an area in front of you. Yes, please. That's more me. Evening, Nobby. Welcome in. Sort of figuring it out slowly but surely. We're playing in offline mode at the moment, mostly because online just doesn't work. It's a bit of a sad face, but... an announcement that said seeing some stability coming back. We'll keep everybody posted, but still can't log in yet. Oh, well, progress is progress. To be honest, I'm mostly happy for this evening stream just to have a potter around in offline mode and see what's what. It's, we can get more serious about it once things are all back up and running. Yeah, so we're just running around in offline mode at the moment. This means that there's probably some pretty heavy restrictions on what you can do with the characters long term, but at least when the servers are rocky, you can at least be playing. You can't then take the same character into online mode, though. That's going to be the thing. You have separate online and offline mode. To be dying. Oh, what are you? You're a big dude. And now you're a dead dude. What's up this way? This is the fortress walls, yeah. A service container app down again, working to get it back up. Maybe I shouldn't relay when stability is coming back so quickly, so the service isn't hit so hard immediately. This is an indication that they are kind of, you know, in indie dev land for the most part still. They're learning as they go. which you can kind of give them some leeway when they're learning on the spot. Only main tip is when you get to choose your mastery, you cannot go back on that decision, so choose it wisely. We already know where we're going. We're going full squirrel mode, which means we'll be heading into Beastmaster. I want companions galore. My companions need to be doing all of my fun stuff. How many totems can we have? We can have 2 totems. We need to not die to that.
Impossible.
Ow, where did you random ass phoenix come from? Let's not stand in the way of that. Mighty Sage Antler of Sparks. Strength, lightning resist, increase health, regen. Vital hide boots, vitality, giving us more movement speed. Does this sort of stuff equip, plus 3 melee damage, plus 11 melee fire damage, plus 2% melee critical strike chance. Is that better or worse than 50% chance to ignite on hit? I don't know. Two-handed axe. We'll just use it. We are learning after all. Oh, is this a waypoint? This is going to be a waypoint, isn't it? That feels very waypoint-ish. Yeah, there we go. Just heads up, but if you do teleport to town, it resets mob spawns on the map. Mob. Okay. See, we can just hang back. Stuff dies. Wolf does wolf things. That's what we want. Ruby amulet.
Impossible. It ends.
Get wrecked. It's actually quite fun, you know, this so far. I think the it doesn't, and I can't quite figure out what it is. It doesn't feel as smooth as D4. I can't describe why. Something about it doesn't feel quite as smooth though. Give me all the strength, please. Terra's Blessing. The nearest allied target is healed for 100 health. If the target is one of your minions, then the healing is tripled and the minion is energized for 4 seconds, increasing its size by 20% and its damage done. Fuck yeah. Hello. So how is that just a... How do we... What... That's... Oh, we can have that as an active ability. You mean gameplay-wise? Yeah, gameplay-wise. It's something about the combat isn't as snappy. I can't quite put my finger on it. But maybe it's just because A, I'm out of practice with ARPGs, and B, the game is new, so I just haven't kind of figued out its flow. I guess it will self-correct itself. Oh! Sash of Embers. Increases minion damage. Nice. Blighted Jade Ring. Health on Kill Shard. Attunement Shard. And... okay. Haven't figured out what those do yet. Augments an item to grant it a new property or improve an existing one. Adds health on kill. Adds intelligence. Adds attunement. What does attunement even do? Press F to open crafting panel. Select a piece of gear. So forging potential. 19 forging potential. If we put that in there, what happens? Oh, so this is where it says it's tier 1, tier 1. You can add a suffix to it. Transfer materials. Oh, clever. It does. That leads me to believe... Wait, hang on. What did it do? What happened then? These don't have tooltips. I don't know. Use a modifier item. Add a modifier item. Health on kill. Should we just do it, see what happens? So now we have a Flaming Forestry Axe of Glory, which has got 3 stats on it. Melee fire damage, melee critical strike chance, and health on kill. Oh, okay. I see. You can bank crafting mats, which is what you did. Keeping them in your inventory would allow you to trade them if you were not solo self-found. Oh, okay. So on solo self-found, just always transfer the materials to save space. I see, I see. So this appears as if you can have 2 prefixes, 2 suffixes on this. You have no shards that match your current search and filter criteria for this item, though. There's no more buttons we can press that seem to do anything yet. Okay. There is also a little built-in guide for this. Crafting shards. Each shard represents 1 tier of an affix and can be crafted onto another item to upgrade that affix by 1 tier. For example, you add a new tier 5 maxed out affix to an item, 5 shards of the appropriate type must be added. Ah, okay, so it was 1 shard per tier. Okay, I see. So forging potential, all normal, magic, rare and exalted items spawn with a random amount of forging potential. Most crafting actions consume a random amount of forging potential. Once an item has 0 forging potential, it cannot be crafted on anymore other than shattering it. When an item is shattered by using one of those runes of shattering, we saw them on a vendor earlier, it gets converted into shards. The amount of shards given is random, but it can be as high as 1 shard for each tier of affix on an item. This means that an item with 4 tier 5 affixes could yield up to 20 affix shards, 5 of each type. However, it will very likely yield less than that. Okay, so this means that you don't feel too bad about just upgrading shit as and when, because you can always shatter it down and get some. There's a tax, but you'll always get some of your affix shards back. That's kind of good, as long as those runes of shattering are not too difficult to come by and don't end up being too expensive, because it means you then don't worry too much about spending shit. One of the problems I always have with crafting is that you tend to save up everything until you can make the best thing. This might be a way for you to slowly iterate, and then if something else drops that's better, you just shatter your old one, meaning that you can then, you know, get you don't feel too bad for crafting. That's kind of the point. Crafting with shards then. Every shard upgrades its respective affix by 1 tier when applied to the item. But items can have a maximum of 4 affixes, and each affix has 5 tiers. Using a shard costs the forging potential unless a critical success occurs. A critical success upgrades the tier of an affix on the item by 1 in addition to the normal outcome. Inspiration procs. It does not cost any crafting materials or forging potential and cannot upgrade past 5. Yeah, so we've got inspiration procs. Runes can be used as the main crafting item instead of shards, modifying the item in a different way. Glyphs can be used in crafting as supporting items for runes and shards, impacting the outcome of the craft. For a list of runes and glyphs, check the in-game guide. Okay. I'm sure all of that will start to make more sense to us soon.
This way! You're here to help! Protect the sword! The drake! Tread carefully.
Where is he? Where is he? Where are you, son bitch?
Impossible.
No idea what's going on there, but we don't want to stand there. These totems don't last very long. How can I make these totems stick around a bit longer?
Note here, it is unsafe. We'll reconvene outside.
What's the cooldown on these? Summons a totem that forms thorns. You can have a maximum of 2 by default. Press A to give your minions an attack command. Do the totems act as companions? 10 minutes ago, still working to resolve the online issues, playing necromancers trying to res these container apps. We have leads from all of our service providers in the war room with us, helping us diagnose the issues. It's just nice to know they're on it, you know? That's all I care about. It's just nice to know that they're on it. They get a pass by the fact that, you know, they're new to this. AAA game devs don't get the same pass because they should know these things. The range on that leap is quite cool. Glyph of Hope modifies the outcome of a craft, granting a 25% chance to have no forging potential cost. Haha! Resourcefulness! Yep, resourcefulness. There we go. Chance for resourcefulness. Love that. Love that. See, that's clearly an item that's dropped, but it's being filtered by our filter. Is there a button we can press that ignores loot filter? Just for science. Just simply because I want to see what shit is. Shift F. Oh no, that just goes to the filter. Is there no... Hang on. Gameplay interface. Is there no key binding options? Can you not customize keybinds at all? Am I being real dumb? I'll change input keys. Okay, that's... I'm so used to the word keybinds. Ah, controller! Oh, that intrigues me. This feels like a good game that could be played on a controller. Portal and dungeon ability. I want just the ignore. There's got to be an ignore filter button. Open loot filter, open game guide, toggle loot filter, X. Open microtransaction shop, the important one, remember it. Remember you. Remember you. Okay, toggle loot filter, X. Oh, okay, so this is what dropped, but the loot filters filtered it out. Why did it filter it out? It filtered it out for a reason. Melee fire damage. Melee critical strike chance and health on kill. Oh no, that's what I've got equipped. Sorry, I'm reading the wrong flipping one. Melee fire damage, increased damage over time for health on kill, worth 10. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. Scepter, shitty for your class. Yeah, I'm sure there's a good reason why. It's just I want to know the reasons why. For me, that's part of the learning. I probably shouldn't have installed a filter from day one, but...
Since the Keeper's fall, we've held the same rituals, instructed to keep the Epoch shard separate.
Can you break it down for mats?
Words.
Not without cost, I believe. I don't think there's like salvage all buttons as much.
The first Epoch shard is held in a fortress. Ancient Terran
you can sell stuff, but I don't think you're going to be short on
no
gold
one but
ultimately.
us knowing how to enter. The second vault is deep inside the Stonefall Mountains, with traps that only the Keepers know how to maneuver. The third shard is always on the move. It uses
I think this is
multiple
one of the
vaults.
things, right? In
Only
Diablo
we
4,
possess
you
the
had
knowledge to
strong
open
desire to both pick up
This
everything
is
because
why
you
we
always
never
needed
go
more
through
crafting mats and you
waste.
always needed more gold. And you wanted to pick up everything and you never had enough inventory. It was just a gameplay loop that wasn't fun to deal with and to manage. I can kind of see, like, although you are technically losing out on some coin by not picking these stuff up, the reality is that you'll just get enough coin drops to not be completely poor, I would imagine, most of the time anyway. So it doesn't matter. Is my assumption at least, anyway.
Aid me.
Strength shard. Oh, the speed. What's pew-pewing me? You're pew-pewing me. Just fought it, caved. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. There's a very strong chance I'll be playing this for a fair few days. And at $30, see, I've kind of got this. I've kind of got this sort of opinion now that if a game is like in the $30 region, if I play it and I get a few days of gameplay out of it, it's all good. If I'm buying a $60 game though, we got to be getting good value out of that. Because a $60 game is clearly going to come from a AAA developer, so I expect more from it, if that makes sense. But like Palworld was $30, and I got 100 hours of play out of that, no problem whatsoever. So I suspect that an ARPG like this, it'll probably have replayability, if it's any good at least. And heck, even if it isn't, it'll take you 50 hours to work out it isn't. That's the Diablo curse right there. It took you 50 hours to realise D4 was terrible. You never hear about the AA developers. Well, we've got Quad A developers nowadays, apparently. That's how ridiculous the world's got. Our first Quad A game. I think not. Quad A games. Minions deal more damage and using a potion heals them. Yep. What's this? A brain. I have brain points. Do we... Two unspent points in Summon Wolf. Sounds like they just want to charge 33% more. That's about right. I don't know how many people looked into the whole Skull and Bones fiasco, but apparently Ubisoft were being paid by the government to make that game, which seems hella sus to me in the first place. Where's Gumdrops when you need him? I need the lowdown. I need the scoop. Being predominantly funded by the government is always risky business, because under normal circumstances that Skull and Bones game would probably have just been canned, but the government were like, no, we gave you a shitload of money, you will make some of it back even if it ruins your reputation. So yeah. 2 unspent points. Do we just want to put more points in this? What? Oh, I didn't actually mean to put a point in that. I was only meant to look at the tooltip. Alright, sure, we put a point in this. What was it? Legendary Bite. Your wolf's melee hits deal more damage and have a greater chance to stun, both multiplicative with other modifiers, and it has improved base critical strike to enemies, but has less attack speed. Okay, that seems like a win anyway. I guess we need 2 more points before we can get to this. What's this? Tundra Stalkers. Walls deal additional cold damage with attacks and have increased chance to stun enemies. Singapore's first major video game title launches to mixed reviews. Yeah, definitely. Can I get at least the... Bolstering the gaming industry in Singapore has been a priority of the government, with Ubisoft Singapore having received a grant to aid in the development of a major gaming title. Reviews of the game, which reportedly took a decade to produce... Fuck off. Reportedly took a decade and $200 million. Oh no. $200 million. It's meeting my expectations, and it's just the launch. So far, players are engaged with it, they're giving us feedback, and we've already fixed a few bugs. I've not heard the same. I can safely say, as a gamer, I have heard different. I have heard different. But yeah, when you start being funded by the government, unfortunately, you don't have much choice but to make it happen. And there are some things... money cannot buy creativity. Money cannot buy creativity. I think this is what Blizzard are slowly learning. That you might have a bunch of money, but yeah, 200 million is ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely mental level money. Which direction do we want to go? Do we want to put more points into this? Walls deal more damage. Hey, flat damage. We'll take it. We'll see how it plays out. We're still playing offline anyway, by the way.
First check and make sure the Epoch's safe.
I'll probably just dabble for an hour or so this evening, see what goes, and we'll because it's already 10 o'clock for me. I'm not going to make this a late one.
Good.
And we'll play online properly tomorrow. Get him! I don't like the what? Okay, I thought we were about to be attacked. Looks like they went towards the highlands where the Osprix are based, but there's too many. No one's used. I'll handle it. Where's the voice chat gone? The range on that leap is kind of nice, you know. Ooh, a chest. Increased stun chance. Avian Helm of Evasion. So now what we're saying is that we can just press this button every time, right? What have we got in here? Increased mana regen, lightning resistance, health. Well, we don't have any rings on, so let's put them on either way. Damage over time. We don't have an amulet on, so any... oh, increased minion damage. Go on then. Any amulet's an amulet. Increased fire resistance and increased mana regen. Sure. Although the minion damage... Ooh, me likes me some minion damage. Int, lightning resist, and health. Always a win. No, I'm going to keep my minion damage. Is this as far as we go? Oh, this is as far as we go. Okay. What's this? Is this an indication there's a quest here? Should we go back to the fortress walls? We go out this way, I reckon. Oh, not that way. Return to Keeper's Camp and speak with some dude. Storeroom, find... Okay. Side quest. Side quest, I assume. It appears that yellow quests are campaign quests, blue quests are like side quests. I'm assuming that's probably about right. We'll live by that theory. I love that leap already.
Awesome.
Level 8. It's going to mean nothing by tomorrow. I need to use these totems more. I keep forgetting to put the totems down. Then again, when I can just dive in and shit dies, I don't really need the totems. Pet does pet things nicely.
Is that your wallet?
Hey, somebody's ears are burning. Mr. Gumdrops, how are you doing, my man? Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. D4 bad. There should be... I don't know why the TTS isn't working. Oh my god, do not stand in that. Right, let's get these out. Let's make sure you're attacking there. Dead. Happy. Pet do pet things. We were we were just talking about Skull and Bones, Mr. Gumdrops. We were just talking about Skull and Bones and how it's in rough waters by all opinions, or maybe not all, but by many opinions. How it's shite. I mean, I wasn't going to say it quite like that to your face, but I do wonder where the 200 million has gone. That's what I will say. Are you 195 million richer? Is it no longer Bobby's yacht? Is it Gumdrop's yacht?
Huh?
I should just clarify for the rest of the chat. Although Gumdrops works for Ubisoft, he's not like he doesn't own Ubisoft. I'm memeing. I must admit I don't actually know your strict job title per se anymore. How do we get back to the Keeper's Camp? Where was the... Can we just portal? What was portal 2? It's about 8 years too late. Well, I've seen some comparisons against Black Flag, which was obviously its predecessor and its heavily influenced older brother. Now, I really enjoyed Black Flag. I haven't played many of the Assassin's Creed games, but Black Flag was one I did play, and it was really cool. The fact that Skull and Bones is trying to replicate that and has had $200 million spent on it, and Black Flag still seems better. It just is a bit odd. Just a touch odd. I don't understand. I haven't played it though, so my opinion is not, you know, doesn't hold much weight.
What? What happened? That must be Orion, an Osprey's general. What happened to the artifacts Balthus was protecting? That must be what they were after. We have to save Balthus. Get him and the Epoch back. Their camp is not far.
We'll go get him then.
I have to organize a group. Go after him. Are you sure? I could gather soldiers. Have them come with you. You'll walk into an entire army of Osprey's. Stay safe. Stay alive.
Okay. Passive point, some experience. Yoinky yoink. Let's see. As my dad would say, it's neither Naut or Summit. Yeah. Yeah, with 200 million and 10 years development, you'd have hoped for something more special. Do we put more into here, or do we work towards here? We need... What are these ones? Hunter Restoration. You have increased health, and every 3 seconds your next hit restores some health, 2% per point. You can dual-wield melee weapons by equipping an axe or a sword in your offhand. You take more damage whilst dual-wielding. That seems tasty, though. Or do we just put more points into this so that we slowly get closer towards that? We've got 3 points to spend. Let's put 1 in there. See, I always do this, right? I always run the risk of trying to put points in everything and then not having enough points. Okay, let's just do that for now. Is it not that when we get to 15 we get to choose... We need 15 points here before we get to choose Beastmaster, apparently. I think. What's this? Oh, and now we've got a skills and spec points, so we can pick something else to spec into. Swipe seems smart. Fury Leap is more utility. Gathering Storm we don't particularly use because we're using Swipe instead. Thorn Totem is also very utility, but I also think going to be very useful. He did the back end stuff for the Bizarre Auction House. Yeah, I did. Yeah, this is one of the reasons I'm playing it, to be honest. I'm intrigued to see what Muffin's been cooking up. I'm intrigued to see what his efforts has gone towards. Should we just pick Swipe, I guess? So then we can start putting points in here. Do the points... Do you get points? Okay. So you level each skill up individually by the looks of things. So if we want to put some points in Swipe, where's like the big dick DPS ones? What's this? Storm Scour. Swipe has additional lightning penetration based on attunement. When you use Swipe and hit at least one enemy, all your totems gain melee damage and spell damage. This buff stacks. So Swipe's gonna stack up. Swipe deals more damage and leeches a portion of damage as health. That we like. Swipe has a chance to cause enemies to bleed. Is there anything that's going to then inversely buff our... Oh, Aspect of the Panther. Each stack lasts 4 seconds, grants you more damage. Choices. Didn't the guide say bleed was good early on? Yeah. Cause enemies to bleed, 20% point per chance. Swipe has a chance to shred critical resistance on hit. When you attack with Swipe and it hits at least one enemy, you gain health if you are not transformed. Or mana... Oh, if you are transformed, and mana if you are not. When you attack with Swipe and hit at least one enemy, you call forth a Spirit Wolf from each of your summoned wolves. Isn't that like where we are meant to somewhat beeline to? That feels very much like we're gonna... Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Just do more damage for the minute. This is only silly play around mode. What are you doing, Spot? What are you doing? Oh, you're called Primal Wolf in this game. He's called... Can I not name him? Dunno. Enter the Highlands. This way. I think a bit of leap to get into combat. And then just, if anything's not dead after we leap into combat, we just swipe it until it is. That feels good to me. Did I not pick up that shrine? Yeah, I'll quite probably be doing something similar when we go into full online mode. This is just giving me some actual hands-on experience whilst the servers are a bit rocky. Now obviously attempting to go hardcore will mean that I might play a touch more defensively, and that might alter my choices occasionally. So we might not 100% follow the guide. Just use it, well, ask guidance, right? Go back to the shrine, you missed the affix drops. Did I? Was I not paying attention? That's not like me at all, is it? Oh my god. What? Where did all of this come from?
Impossible.
Oh, what? I couldn't jump down the wall. How about now? No, still can't jump down the wall, apparently. So maybe leap is not that OP. I like it, though. Leap is good fun. With Leap, it also feels nicely paced, even though, you know, this is like a super early game. One thing that did grind my gears a touch with Diablo was just how goddamn slow you felt, unless you were deliberately playing a speedy build. Even though we're like level 9, it still feels kind of like pacey and zippy. And run around and slay things till your heart's content. Exactly kind of what you want from an ARPG, honestly. You down. Nice. Nice. Heading towards the summit still. Let's keep moseying. There's no way we don't die tomorrow, though, within, like... I think we should probably place bets on how many times per stream I die. That's probably the smartest move.
Do not die here.
I can actually tell one of the things... What is this? Primalist relic. Oh, it's just rare, okay. I can actually tell that, like, leaping into random mobs is what will get me killed tomorrow. I can already feel it in my bones. That is reckless abandon, which with my level of concentration is going to lead to some funny clips, I can tell. Standing on a phoenix for too long, yeah, that's probably a good call. See, this is the thing, right? I'm already programming myself to use Furious Leap offensively when I should probably save it for being defensive. It should be my, oh shit, get out of there button. And then Pet can do pet things. Hey, Phoenix can't kill it if Phoenix is dead. That's science right there. Or we could just go pure pacifist mode and just let Pet do everything. Right, we're not going to attack anything. We're going to let Pet do pet things. Pet and totems for the win. That's probably not going to work very well though. Maybe we get stack some fire resistance. Then the Phoenix can't do shit, right? Then we'll show him his boss. Leap deals damage. No way you'll be using it defensively. Yeah, this is the problem. Not only does it deal damage, it does significant damage. Already it's doing significant damage. Right, what is this?
You're here for the Epoch. Reaching me was impressive, but it's mine. Co-member wing.
Wow, those totems literally last like 3 seconds. Can we go pure pacifist here? Look, let's just not attack him and see what happens. Oh, see? Told you we need to use leap defensively. Oh, this is so going to kill us tomorrow.
The Epoch is ours! Raya! In me!
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Where's he gone? Oh, spicy. Ow. Well, he's dead. Okay. I'm gonna shit my pants doing that tomorrow. there is no way I'm going to not be crapping myself doing that if we're playing on hardcore. And that's like the first thing where I actually have to at least engage brain. Okay, it's gonna be fun, isn't it? It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, it's gonna be crazy, and I'm going to cry. You're going to see me do all the crying. What I can't figure out is there not like, okay, there's no like flat damage on 23 melee damage, 18 melee damage. (20 melee damage, 26 melee damage. Chance to blind on hit, increased stun chance. None of this really matters at the moment. They're all much of a muchness. Where's my gear score when I need it? Give me gear score so I don't have to think. No, thinking's fine. Thinking's good. Hang on, how have we not got 2 rings on? Go in there. Well, that's just better, isn't it? What's this? Increased minion health. It's good for health, but the strength, the lightning, that's definitely not better. Okay. I'm starting to get the grips of this. I'm starting to understand what we're doing now. Do we not have a pair of gloves on yet? Dear, what a tragic situation.
Now get me out of here. Oh, Eterra, I will be, thanks to you. Let me just grab these.
Hopefully it won't make it too expensive a day, Kahani. I promise to not... If we're going to play hardcore, I promise not to die more than 17 times.
There.
And on the 16th time, I'll just close the stream.
I was worried for a moment. The Epoch. Oh, it's Eterra's most sacred artifact, holding great power. The power to travel through time. If Raya were to get his talons on it, he would surely win the war. More than that, he'd be untouchable. Now, I find a new course of action. Take the Epoch somewhere Raya can't reach. Which, speaking of, let's head back to camp. I must reach Lena at once.
Please don't be an escort quest. Please don't be an escort quest. No, we just get to go on our own. Phew!
Eterra's blessing.
Right, what you got? Can we just sell all this? Right-click equip items, shift and right-click to sell. Just get rid of all of that. All of that, see you later. We don't have a pair of gloves on, which we could probably do with. What are these? Runes of Shattering. Destroy an item creating a random number of affix shards containing its powers. 2,000. How many coins do we have? 1,355. Okay. We're not buying them yet, are we?
Right.
Prayers be with you.
So, this thing, we can... Costs 1 to 10 forging potential. What is it? It's still got 15 forging potential. What's this button do? Glyph of Hope modifies the outcome of a craft, granting a 25% chance to have no forging potential cost. Glyph of Chaos modifies the outcome of a craft when upgrading an affix. Randomly changes the upgraded affix to a different one that can spawn on that item type. It cannot change to a prefix. It cannot change a prefix into a suffix or vice versa. For example, if you use a fire resistant shard to raise the tier of a fire resistant suffix, the tier would increase as normal, and then it would change into a different affix such as cold resistance or increased health. Okay, yeah, that is quite chaotic, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, that sounds wildly chaotic. Upgrades, but it might upgrade to something you don't want. Maybe... Yeah, I can't... okay. That sounds chaos by its name. Increased chance to stun, chance to ignite on hit. Health on kill, and increased chance to stun or chance to ignite on hit. We can add that in there if we wanted to. Costs between 1 and 18 forging potential. What's this button do? Don't know. Get a decent piece of gear with that one useless stat and use a Glyph of Chaos to re-roll it for a potentially better stat. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's... Yeah, you'll end up with... You'll find a piece of gear that's got 3 things you want on it and 1 that you don't, and it's a chance to get the 4th one that you might. It's clever. So let's see what happens when we add this. Boom. So now we've got chance to ignite. How do we... There doesn't seem to be much else of anything we can do yet. I should have used that just to see how it works. So we need the modifier runes. Am I right in saying we need the modifier runes? To upgrade these from tier 1 to tier 2 to 3 and 4 and 5 and whatever. Okay. I'll figure this out in more detail. It's all practice at the moment.
He's back. He's been quiet since he returned.
You're back. No, not for. I have. Well, we are. Do you for going through them? I feel as though. No, I apologize. Only Lena. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to you too. This is what's best for us all. With the Epoch's power, I'll finally be able to.
You need some more affixes, then you'll see a little up arrow next to each upgradable tier stat. Oh, I see. Oh, hang on, what's going on here? Your minions deal increased damage, and using a potion also heals your minions for a percentage as well. More minion damage is hard to ignore. Although I probably want this, survival of the pack. Now we've got War Cry. Unleash a mighty roar that knocks back nearby enemies and stuns them for 1.5 seconds. Rares and bosses are stunned for half as long. Okay. If swipe is over here, does that mean I can change this to War Cry? Is War Cry better to use? Or is this? The nearest allied target is healed for 100 health. Nah, healing's boring. Although it does energize the minion for 4 seconds, increasing its damage. Keeping everybody in the loop, we're still working on this. But how we're attempting resolution is technical. We're attempting to redeploy the container app environment entirely, whilst portions of our team are digging deeper into logs. As long as, you know, it's really positive to me that they're at least doing stuff, right? I think, like, just as long as they're doing something, we're all good. I'm happy to play in offline mode and just kind of learn the game a little bit before we play stuff. You know, I'm not one of these hardcore pumpers anyway, so there's no rush from my perspective.
Are in pain.
Why am I swinging with my hands? Where is my weapon? I didn't think I have to take it back out of the forge. I was like, what's going on here? That will get me killed. If anything is going to get me killed, it's randomly not having my weapon equipped. That is destined to get me murdered. Armor, strength, forging potential. I don't know what attunement means. I need to figure that shit out double time. Control Alt mod ranges. Oh, clever. Each point of attunement grants 2 mana and improves skills that rely on the innate magic inside you and your surroundings. Is attunement good? I mean, the resistance is nice and the minion health is also nice, so get on. On you go. Tempest Strike. I've seemingly never run out of mana yet, so I don't actually think I am going to, are I? Mana cost on the Thorns, mana cost on the Leap, mana cost on the Warcry. Stuff has mana costs, it's never made a difference yet. Yeah, come on. I want more wolves though. And ultimately I want to turn them into squirrels, but that's a long way away.
Impossible.
Hey, what's this area?
Terra, watch over you.
I could pay attention to the quests, but I'm not at the moment.
Who are you?
I'll pay attention to the quests when we play it properly. Famous last words, that, by the way. Diablo clone. I don't think it's fair to say it's a Diablo clone. Most ARPGs play in a similar fashion. It's got Diablo-esque things about it. Now giving a different error, failing to matchmake after a long connecting time. I think it's probably, you know, it's difficult because of course people want to pump, right? People want to go. But I think the smartest move is just to, you know, put it down for 24 hours, at least overnight. You got to remember it's 11 o'clock for me, 11 PM for me. 9 AM if you're in the UK, but like it's early in the morning still over in America, so there's a whole day potentially of like server work to be done. Go to bed, get up tomorrow, hope the servers have like sorted themselves. That's not something we can kill.
Farewell.
It's tough though, because when you've just spent $30 to play a game, you kind of want to play the game. But this is fun. I'm learning stuff. If anything, this means that I've probably saved myself like 3 deaths on hardcore. Just by doing some practice in this way anyway. So I don't mind too much. that was a bit spicy. That was a bit spicy indeed. How do we get up there then? You... I saved you, my friend. Oh, big chest.
What brings you here? Etera's grace be with you.
Ah, I wish you could. I wish you could jump these things with leap a little bit better. That would be quite fun. One of the nice things about leap is you can sometimes, you know, take shortcuts. Don't stand in void shit. Need to pay attention to that. Oh, I'm going to be so stressed when I play when we play online. If I decide to go hardcore, I'm going to be so stressed. I don't know if I want to do this to myself, honestly. If in doubt, always left. Doing pet things is probably saving my ass so often though. Probably more than I realise.
You there, help me. Keep them off me. Only a little longer.
Big dude. Let's watch out for the big dude. Right, we need to not get attacked by this thing. That's the thing that needs to not get us. Right, this is a pet situation. Pet do pet things. He doesn't move, look. He doesn't move.
Only a little longer.
We've found a cheat code, look. This game's so difficult.
You there, help
I mean, the difficulty curve is actually ridiculous. In fact, can this dude die? Ah, there we go. There we go. Woo! That was hard.
Behind you.
That was close. That was. I shouldn't mean too hard. That kind of shenanigans will get me killed. Oh, hello. We're in a different era all of a sudden. I didn't even realise we're in a different era. Are we still in zones that are somewhat close to us? A point in here is probably not a terrible idea at this point. What's this one? Wisdom of the Wild. We never put points in this. Lightning resistance, cold resistance, attunements. Each point of attunement grants 2 mana. Makes our totems and stuff better. Resistance is better. Spell damage, minion spell damage. Yeah, we're not going that sort of spell damagey route. This seems to be more sensible a route if we're going to go like Shaman or something. The Beastmaster, we want to make pet do pet things. One of those, I reckon. We need 6 points in this before we get over here. 1, 2, 3. We kind of need all 4 points in here, to be honest. Do we want anything in this? Hunter's Restoration. You've increased health, and every 3 seconds your next hit restores health. Feels like we probably do. A lot of this feels very Beastmastery at this point. Healing from your Hunter's Restoration also applies to your minions, and when you trigger Hunter's Restoration, your minions gain increased damage for 3 seconds. Oh, so yeah, we probably kind of did. Okay, it's a priority thing, isn't it? Where do you want to put your points? Do we go back and fill some of do we backfill some of these? I'm just trying to think. 8 points here. Oh, you don't strictly need all 8 points to get to the next thing. You just need... I need 5 points to make the connection. Oh, I see. Only 1 point required back here to make the connection. So when we get to here, we can unlock something. Okay, that's what I missed. I didn't realise that. So maybe we do want one there. Oh, we've got one there now. Need to spend 3 more points before we get here. Minion damage. More minion damage or more survival of the pack. Sure, that'll do. 13 points. Am I right in saying then it's 2 more points before we can choose Beastmaster? And at that point we'll be prompted to do something. Storm of Crows. Storm of Crows casts spells from a distance. When its health drops to 0, it's down. Storm of Crows counts as a companion. You can have 2 companions by default at the beginning. Minimum skill level increased. Minimum skill level dictates how many skill points your skills start with when you spec into them, and how many skill points will be retained when de-leveling a skill. You may de-level a skill if you want to change your skill tree allocations. As you level up, your minimum skill level will also periodically increase. I'm going to press the I understand button. I'm going to press it. Okay. So we've got points to spend in Summon Wolf. I think we kind of want to be going this way mostly. 2 points done for the connection there. So do we now put 3 points into here? Walls deal additional cold damage with attacks and have increased chance to stun. We need 3 points to go this way. Do we want Stormborn? Or do we want Winterborn? Chance to chill enemies on hit. Your walls have a chance to retaliate with the Stormbolt when hit. Or when they hit an enemy. I don't think it matters just yet, because we need more points either way. Your wolves gain the Ice Bite ability, which deals high damage in a larger area with 6-second cooldown. 20% of the remaining cooldown is recovered every time the wolf hits with an ability other than Ice Bite, including their basic attack. Ice Bite deals melee cold damage. Consequently, this damage scales with your wolves' increase to melee and cold damage, but not their physical damage. Well, we want to go towards here, so we need more points in that anyway. Okay. There's clearly going to be, I wouldn't say a right or a wrong way to do this, but there's definitely going to be some experimentation and some trialing. Respecking means you just have to play more to then get the points back, I think. You have a chance to summon a claw totem when swipe kills an enemy. I wonder what a claw totem does. Claw totems have 120 base health and last for 12 seconds. The totem itself also swipes. Oh, that's quite funny. Forgotten how much these ARPGs all look the same. Now if I could pay for last Epoch with Blizzard balance. Yeah, you're not the first person that said that. More damage and more area. We need another point in there. We need a point in here. We need 3 points to get here, and then 1 point to get here. Okay. Not till, I guess this is level 20 before we get a third skill. This will all make a lot more sense once I've played with it in a little bit more detail. As you level up, you'll unlock up to 5 specialization slots. Each one can be used to specialize a skill. When you specialize in a skill, you gain access to its augment tree, which has nodes that enhance the skill. Skills gain experience when you do and when a skill levels up. Oh, skills gain experience when you do, and when a skill levels up, you gain a point to spend in its tree. Okay. If you want to change a skill's augments, you may remove points from your skill tree by respecializing. You will gain skill points back with experience gained. You'll retain points to reinvest if you remove more augments than your minimum skill level. Lots of words to take in. Lots of words to take in, and I've been playing video games already way too much today. So you'll only be able to spec into 5. So I'm thinking, what will be the 5 I actually want to spec into? Summon Bear, maybe? Scorpion. We're going Beastmaster. So presumably like 2 to begin with, and then at level 20 we get the 3rd, and by that point you'll have chosen whether you're a Shaman, a Druid, or a Beastmaster. So then it's probably smart to pick your 3rd in this tree somewhere. Why have some of these got a star on them? At level 5, 15, 25, 35. Okay, I don't know what the star means. Our starred one is only available in that mastery. Oh, so can you take ones outside? Can you pick up ones outside of your actual mastery then? Okay. Lots of learning to do. Lots of learning. Boys and girls, I think we didn't get much opportunity to actually play this evening. Due to not actually be able to even log in for the first hour of the day. But I am going to think I'll leave it there for today. Tomorrow, this was me just playing around in offline mode. Tomorrow, we'll probably keep our fingers crossed, our legs crossed, our toes crossed, everything crossed, that the servers are a little bit more stable and we can actually log in tomorrow. Then we can play around a little bit more. I kind of you know, piecing together information as we go. I'm going to go against my best wishes. A hardcore solo self-found for the first playthrough. Give myself as much of a challenge as I possibly can. It will give myself good justification for taking it slow and steady, and allow me to learn as we go. It will not be zug all the way to 100 as fast as possible. That's not my style. But it will give me an opportunity to learn things as we pick them up, and hopefully not die 25 times. So, thank you all for joining this evening. I'm going to go get myself some rest, grab some food, get well, early night. It's already 11 PM, but an early-ish night, and we'll be back again in probably about exactly 12 hours. So if you want to join in with some more Last Epoch tomorrow, come say hi. Come say hi in the Discord if you're not already there, and have yourselves a wonderful rest of the day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.